Andrew Benintendi. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Number 16. Andrew Benintendi.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sinkers in there, no balls and a strike. Avoids these Braves as they take the field here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. Hit on the ground to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, nothing earth-shattering about this one. He just didn't finish the play and watch it into his glove. And now they've got the leadoff runner aboard and no outs.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Dustin Pedroia, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Here's the first pitch to him. Good pitch to hit, a sinker down the chute, but it's taken for a strike. Check by Hernandez. The pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
So far this season, Pedroia has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. The 2-1 home is a fastball that misses.
I got 3-1.
2-pitch mix here. If you're in the batter's box, you're looking for something up. Sinker changeup right here. Got to get it up.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Batting third, the left fielder, J.D.
Here's J.D. Martinez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Here it comes on 1-1.
Nope, back inside.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Benintendi over at second. Pedroia at first with no outs. Three and one to Martinez.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Oh, that pitch is out.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
2 balls and no strikes for Bogaerts.
2 balls.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count. Not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1.
I'm not going to lie, I thought he lost it right there. He had no feel for the baseball, missing wildly several balls in a row, but able to attack the zone right now. Let's see if he gets back into it.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. To 2-2 now.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he popped him up. Riley in foul ground. But this will land untouched. 23 pitches already here in the first inning. Hit down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. 1 run scores. He's in at second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
So here's Michael Chavis now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
Here's the 1-1.
Inside ball.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Boy, not close again. His third walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Stepping up to the plate, Rafael Devers. And the Red Sox with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. From the belt, kicks and deals. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Ball, that comes up.
Rounded softly down the line toward first. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. And this is on the ground is short, could be 2. Over to Albies, and the tag gets him, but they do play to run on the play.
That is tough.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, trying to cash in here in his first at bat with a runner at 3rd and 2 gone. From the stretch, a changeup floats outside here for ball 1.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
The 1-0. Hit sharply toward the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
The catcher, Christian.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Now to the plate, Christian Vasquez. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
The 1-0 delivery.
Ball, that's out.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Nope. 3-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. Offered it a low one there, but came up empty.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Striding into the box, Nate Eovaldi, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Markakis has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Red Sox are out in front, 4-0. Nate Eovaldi will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the keys to look for with this guy this afternoon, he's had a really difficult time getting people out with runners in scoring position. Over 300 average against coming into this start. He's really struggled when there's been traffic on the bases, and this is something he's going to have to clean up.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that misses for ball 1. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Martinez. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Batting second.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He's in the top 5 in runs scored in the National League, so he's a big part of the lineup. The guys behind him are doing a good job of driving him in, too, but they'd be a whole different team without him.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. 1-0 the count. A man at third with 1 away. That's inside. 2-0.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is Benintendi, and this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run blast off the bat of Freddie Freeman. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and the Braves have cut things to a 4-2 score.
That's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Acuna digs in now. And he takes ball one.
Junior.
Still only one out in the inning. This is line to left. Martinez is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are two gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The average entering play at 301. 4 home runs and 21 driven in. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Tyler Flowers. Two out with the man at first. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double. And maybe a tough break, as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone.
There's one of the disadvantages right there to the ground rule double rule. With the runner on first, more than likely if the ball stays in the ballpark, he's going to easily be able to score. But once it bounces over the fence, it's only third base for that base runner.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
Nope.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
The count is 1-2.
Here's the 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 4-2. Striding in, Andrew Benintendi, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
2-1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter. All even now, 2-2. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2. Waiting next is Dustin Pedroia. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
The batter, number 50, second baseman, Dustin.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. In the dirt here, and the throw goes right over the head of Freeman at first. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw. A runner at first with no outs here. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Three and 0 now. J.D. Martinez will be next. Here it comes, the 3-0. And he misses again as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
At the plate, J.D. Martinez. He's set, and the pitch. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside.
Little traffic on the base paths right here, but one pitch away from getting a double play and getting right back into control.
None out, runners at first and second. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Well, this second inning is not starting out any better than the first was. He just might not have it in this one.
Now the 2-1 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
And that's in there on the hands. 3-2 now. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Lined hard toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. Bogaerts has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
The 1-2 pitch from Felix. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 2-2.
The count is full.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Here's Bogaerts in the air out to deep left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 10 for him on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, this goes to show you that nobody is immune from throwing a clunker from time to time. We all know he's a great talent on the mound, but right now they are just jumping all over him.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper, and his arrival is going to mark the end of the evening now for Felix Hernandez. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Luke Jackson is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Standing in now, Michael Chavis. As he'll take a look at ball one. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And the pitch. And that's finally over for a strike. The 3-1 pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, the third baseman, Rafael.
Ready for another chance, Rafael Devers. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Markakis has a read on it. 1 out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Coming to the plate now, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
No balls and 1 strike. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. 4 runs here in this half inning. This is pulled into right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
In now, Christian Vasquez, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 2 home runs and 14 driven in. Now the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. First and second now, 1 man out. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 0-1. And he just ramps up and here's the fastball by him. 0-2.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Here's a little chopper up the middle. There's 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Red Sox 8 and the Braves 2. Stepping in for the Braves, Austin Riley. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Now here it comes. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And this one bounds around against the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So that already their 3rd double of the ball game. And this is a team that can indeed hit him in bunches as we show you the league leaders in 2 base hits. And you can see that the Braves are currently tops in the NL in that department. To the plate now, Luke Jackson. And they'll try to get the man to third as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a success.
The second baseman, Ozzie.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus our attention on Xander Bogaerts, shortstop, up the chute. One of the best in the business, one of the smoothest players in the game. We talk a lot about Robinson Cano and how he goes about his business at second base. The X-Man is no different at shortstop, and the bat plays too.
He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. The 1-0.
That's out.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Got a piece. It's 2-2.
2-2.
From the belt, the pitch. On a line to shortstop. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. He's set. Here it comes. This year against right-handed pitching, Markakis is hitting over .330. Nothing to scoff at, clearly.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
The 1-1 home. Swung on but fouled off to the left. The 1-2. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Martinez is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Braves strand 1. Still 8-2. Welcome back to Truist Park just outside Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1's the count. One and one.
The 1-1 home.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
The batter, the second baseman, Dustin.
Striding in once again, Dustin Pedroia. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You got to be frustrated if you're on the mound. You try and go elevated heater right there and blow some cheese by him, and he's able to scramble it and drive it the other way for a base hit. Nice job by the hitter to get the barrel to that baseball.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's 1 for 2. First and second here with nobody out. A ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Nope, that's down.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help too.
Now the 2-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Grounded down the third baseline. And he's working on a 5 RBI game. Quite a performance we're seeing from him in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Looked like a breaking ball that time, but it never came back down.
Looked like he was a little over aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one bounds around against the wall. And the second run will score as well. He pulls into second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play. At the plate now, Michael Chavis. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 3 runs already home here. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Hey, Deaver, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
A.J. Minter is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Rafael Devers the next to bat. Foul back into the stands. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 on its way. This is on the ground over to first. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Lays off 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Now the 2-0 home.
That's ball 3.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
3 balls and a strike now to Bradley.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Ready for another shot now, Christian Vasquez. He singled his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled off. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. From the belt, the pitch. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
I got 2-1 the count.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1, and it's in time to get him. But a run is in to score away from the play.
The pitcher, number 17, Nathan Eovaldi.
Digging in once again, Nate Eovaldi. He's flied out and hit into a double play in 2 at-bats. First pitch coming. Here it is. Two outs here with a runner at third. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two. From the belt, kicks and deals.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Well, facing an AL pitcher at the plate, you certainly don't want to waste too many bullets on him. I expect this next pitch to be grooved right down the middle.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Albies brings it in. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So this already sizable lead gets even larger as 5 more runs cross the plate. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Red Sox on top, 13-2.
We're just about set to go here as the Braves come to bat in the 3rd inning, and this is an offense that's really been productive this year. Entering the day, they're among the best teams in the league in avoiding the strikeout. I asked one coach about that earlier, and he said it's not something they harp on too much with the players, but they do have a lineup full of guys who want to compete on every pitch and who have great bat-to-ball skills. He added, not every team is so lucky to have that kind of makeup. Guys?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading up for the Braves.
Now batting, Freddie Freeman. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second, and there's one away.
The center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
So one gone for the Braves here in the third, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Inner third let go. It's a called strike.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
The bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3, and as you can see, they are way behind. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Andrew Benintendi. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
So now to the plate, Dustin Pedroia, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It was a single for him in his last at bat. Comes set with the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold 0-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Here it comes on 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Acuna giving chase, but it's over for a ground rule double.
Hey, it's hard to say if he would have scored if the ball hadn't hopped over the wall. They might have held the runner at third because there were no outs, but who knows? Either way, they'll still wind up with a runner at second and third and still no outs after the ground rule double.
Into the box, J.D. Martinez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Two balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
hit the other way out toward right field. Markakis has a read on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And a relay home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Now back.
Stepping into the box, Xander Bogaerts. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Out in front here is Bogaerts as he drives this one foul down the left side. 1 out and a runner on third. Got him reaching there. Strike 2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Here it comes, 0-2. A man at third with 1 away. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Acuna's there for it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. Red Sox settle for just the 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Red Sox lead it 14-2. Now at the plate, Tyler Flowers. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Tyler Flowers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Down and away, ball 1. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone. And he fouls this one off. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Waiting on it is Benintendi. 1 out.
The batter, number 8. Shortstop, Charlie Culberson.
So digging in now, Charlie Culberson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2. Two runs, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Full count, 3-2. fouled off. Another payoff pitch. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Vasquez goes to get it, but the throw is late, and he's aboard after the strikeout. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike.
Riley.
Digging in to try it again, Austin Riley. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. From the belt, the pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Late that time for a strike. Now the 0-2 pitch. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Martinez has a read on it. 2 gone.
The pitcher, number 33, A.J. Minter.
So here now's the pitcher, A.J. Minter. First offering on its way. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. From the belt, kicks and deals. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. 1-2 now to the Braves pitcher.
Count is 1-2.
Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta, and they remain well behind. Digging in and looking for more, Michael Chavis singled homer run in his last time up.
Michael Chavis.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike taken up in the zone. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. The 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch.
The count 2-1.
Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Skied into straightaway right. Markakis has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now
the Braves are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
He's set, and the pitch. Rafael Devers stands in as he looks at a called strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
Here's the 0-2.
First is out.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Now batting.
Digging in, Jackie Bradley Jr. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way.
That's a ball. Count 1-0.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
That's a ball.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double. So a 2-out double here gives him some new life here in this 5th inning. And as you take a look at the graphic, you can see he's currently 3rd on the Red Sox in that department. Standing in now, Christian Vasquez, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. This will kick up against the wall now. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
They are putting in some work at the plate in this one, Matt. Another great AB, another hit, another nail in the coffin. That's a startling 15 runs in this one, and they're still going.
Mark Melanson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box now, Nate Eovaldi, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Well, his guys just gifted him with a 2-out RBI, and now he's got a chance to help himself, too.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Red Sox are out in front, 15-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
First delivery to him on the way. Ozzie Albies is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Albies with a 1-1 count now. In for strike 2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And it's fouled away. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
So a full count now.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
No walks so far. Here's the 3-2. Fouled away. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. There is Pedroia, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Nick Markakis digging in now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A 1 pitch on its way. Popped up. Vasquez waits on it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Two gone now in the Atlanta half of the 5th, and that brings in Freddie Freeman. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. No offer at that one. It's a cold strike.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. And Pedroia will make the catch, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. And as you can see, they are way behind. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Andrew Benintendi. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Here comes the first pitch. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Hit out towards second. Albies scoops it up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 50, second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
Coming to the plate now, Dustin Pedroia, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just off the inside corner.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Acuna giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
Striding in for Boston, J.D. Martinez. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope. Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Outside 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Red Sox, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
And now a pitch on the way.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
On its way is pitch number 75. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this is called a foul ball. Maybe by a matter of inches that time. And now let's hold on a second here. It looks like the umpires are going to converge, and there may be some question as to whether or not that was really a foul ball. You can see him pointing down the right field line, and I would not be a bit surprised if they decide to go inside to have a look at this, and indeed they will do that. Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling, and it is going to remain a foul ball. So they had it right the first time, but if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Popped up, and no, they can't get there. Fastball called, strike 3.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
In now, Marcell Ozuna, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And that misses. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 3 balls and a strike to the Braves left fielder.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 heater?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike one and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
He's set. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A swing and a ground ball to third. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he'll make it to third, and there are runners at the corners with only 1 out.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Line towards center field. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. The relay throw. Now he's safe at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Third baseman, Austin Riley.
Ryan Weber takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Ryan Weber.
Stepping in now, Austin Riley, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Weber typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Line to the right side. And that is down for extra bases, as this will get 1 home and maybe 2.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase at something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
Ender Inciarte will be called on to pinch hit now, and he'll do it in a golden RBI spot as he's got 2 men in scoring position with only 1 gone in the inning. In there for strike 1.
0-1.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Line toward right center. And he has done the job in style off the bench as he'll drive them both in with extra bases.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy on the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Seared down the first baseline. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 pitch on its way. In the air now out to left field. And he can't track it down. A base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Colin McHugh will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Colin McHugh.
At the plate, Nick Markakis lifted down the line in left. On the move is Martinez, and no one will track it down. Runner at second here with one man out. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Bradley comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Bradley is there. And that ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. 7th inning coming up. Boston's out in front, 15-7. Shane Green enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. New inning set to get underway. Standing in, Xander Bogaerts. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Grounded weakly toward third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. Runner at first following the error. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Michael Chavis. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Nobody out, runner on first. 2-0. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 11 for him on the season as this lead got even wider.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Here now is Rafael Devers as it's grounded sharply to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So here now is Jackie Bradley. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
1-0.
Still only one out in the inning. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Looks like he's pitching pretty cautiously right here, but that happens when a guy's 3 for 3 on the day. Usually he's a guy you challenge a little bit more, but I guess he's earned some respect in this one.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air out to left. Ozuna is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Settling in now, Christian Vasquez. Here comes the first pitch. Check swing here, and they'll appeal it down to first, but Carl Dixon's right on it. He went around, so that's strike 1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
The pitcher, number 31, Collin McHugh.
Into the box, Collin McHugh, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. The 1-0. Line toward the alley in left center, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Oh boy, this is some serious bragging rights for the next couple weeks in the clubhouse. When a relief pitcher gets an AB and is able to capitalize with a big base hit, he's not going to let the boys hear the end of this one.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
A shot down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And another foul ball. The 2-2. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. 1 error in the inning, and a couple of men left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Red Sox lead it 17-7. Digging in now, Ronald Acuna, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
Acuna Jr.
First offering on its way. The windup and the 0-1. And it's fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Benintendi heads back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The left fielder, number 20, Marcell Ozuna.
So coming to the plate, Marcell Ozuna. He's 2 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. One out, nobody on. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
The 1-2. Fouled away. Two and two to Marcell Ozuna.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 2-2.
3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Takes this the other way to right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Now batting.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers, and he fouls this one off. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
So now to the plate, Charlie Culberson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Now at the plate, Dustin Pedroia. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Dustin Pedroia.
First delivery to him on the way. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Here's the 1-0. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Acuna's there for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Digging in, J.D. Martinez. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Now the pitch. Hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Ozuna at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Standing in and working on a fantastic game, Xander Bogaerts. He has 7 runs driven into his name so far. From the stretch.
Yeah.
Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. Two out, nobody on. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Two and two.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
Here now the 2-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. But you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Stepping in, Austin Riley. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Drilled on the ground is short. Bogaerts has it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, the pitcher.
And now we're going to have a delay as some nitwit jumped over the railing and is running around in right field. And of course we will not show this to you, but suffice to say that local security has got him surrounded, and he can look forward to spending the rest of this evening in the cooler. Johan Camargo will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 17, Johan Camargo.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Aye.
This one's down to third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. McHugh into his motion. Here it comes.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3, and they remain well behind. Will Smith comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Will Smith.
Ready to take his hacks again, Michael Chavis, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he can hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Nope.
Off speed pitch, just missed inside. And it's fouled away. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
To the plate now, Rafael Devers, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Acuna going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball, ends up splitting the 2 outfielders, bangs up against the wall in right center, and he cruises into second, knowing he can't hit the ball much harder than that.
Standing in now, Jackie Bradley Jr. fouled away. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. The 0-1 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate. It's difficult to not get super aggressive at the plate.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
From the stretch, Christian Vasquez is at the plate as he watches ball 1. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Went after the high one there. A swing and a miss. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Red Sox leave 1, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. In now, Nick Markakis starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch coming. Here it is. That's lifted the other way out to left. Martinez has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for Atlanta, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Digging in, Freddie Freeman. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Freeman will head to second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
At the plate now, Ronald Acuna. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
The left fielder, number 20, Marcell Ozuna.
Ryan Brazier enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column.
Brazier.
Stepping in now, Marcell Ozuna, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He doubled his last time through. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. 1 out and a runner on second base. And it's 1-2.
Man, I'm interested to see this next pitch. 3 balls pounded on the inside half of the plate. He either has no respect for this hitter or he's setting him up to go down and away.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. From the stretch. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 3-2. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Wow, all I know is these guys don't need any more help to get on base. Believe it or not, that's the first walk they've gotten. They've done all their damage the hard way. See if they can add to it here.
Standing in, Tyler Flowers. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. He's set, and the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Fouled off. Brazier, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. He was taken in the 6th round back in the draft of 2007.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
17-8 tonight. Boston plated 17 runs in this one to grab the W. Nate Eovaldi earned his 5th win of the year. Felix Hernandez permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The winning pitcher is Nathan Eovaldi. His record is now 5-2. The loss goes to Felix Hernandez. He falls to 3-3. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Braves and everyone at Truist Park, we'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.